that help us defend Medicaid, people that don't at all the things that Pam mentioned. But the problem is, that's only one front. The struggle doesn't end. We have to fight on the second front, and that's the Ryan budget. I won't go through it. You heard a little bit about it, how it's going to hammer Medicare, end Medicare as we know it, hammer Medicaid, hammer Social Security, all the things that we thought growing up were things that we paid for, had a right to, that are basic elements of a decent living in this country. The Ryan budget is going to grab those things by the throat and put an end to it unless we stop the Ryan budget. This is something that's already passed the House, I think twice, on party line votes as proposed by the right-wing Republicans in Washington. Now, we're not stupid people in the North Shore. No. This is an educated electorate, and we don't like stealth candidates.
Right,
we have real problems. We have health care problems. We have foreclosure problems. Our paychecks are shrinking. Our benefits are disappearing. We want people to talk to real problems in this election, not a bunch of side issues and nonsense, and I won't say what I really think.
We can't.
So we have some very specific questions to the stealth candidate, to Mr. Richard Tisei. If you are elected, you will have some very concrete decisions made in front of you when you go to Washington, D.C. You will have to vote yes or no, not maybe, whatever, might have, could have, should have. You've already said that you think the Ryan budget is a good start. We want to know how you're going to vote. Number one, are you going to vote to put John Boehner, right-wing Republican, who is the Speaker of the House, who pushed this budget through Congress? If you were elected, are you going to vote to have him as Speaker of the House? We want to know. Number two, if you happen to get on the Budget Committee, are you going to vote to put Paul Ryan, right-wing Republican, author of the Ryan budget, back as chair of the Budget Committee? We want to know. And number three, you said in February that you would take PAC money, Political Action Committee money, from PACs, political action committees that you agreed with ideologically. So we now know that you have taken, as that check symbolizes, a maximum contribution from Paul Ryan, author of the Ryan budget, from his super PAC. So that means you agree with him, right? We want to know, and if you don't agree with him, and if you don't support it, then give the money back to the right-wing Republicans in Washington who are funding your campaign. That's what we want to know. So today we're sending a message to Mr. Tisei. We want this campaign fought on real issues, real problems that we face in this district. No more side nonsense. Get down to brass tacks. Where do you stand? Are you with us? Are you with the right-wing Republicans in Washington? Yes or no, Mr. Tisei? Yes or no? Yes or no?